Hey there, it's Boots Owen here. This is a Beko washing machine. It's a WM85135LW. I was told that it's broken. I paid for it actually. I'll tell you the story about it first. I bought it, paid for it. Something stuck in there. What is that? Bit of sponge stuck in there. That's quite strange. I'm not sure that that's meant to be in there. Maybe it is, but I've never seen something like that. That's weird. Okay, 85135LW. I paid for it, 30 quid, bought it on the internet. It's pretty clean, it's pretty new. It's pretty smooth. It's got a digital display, so it's quite, modern and fancy. Unfortunately for me, it's missing this fascia down here, which I don't like. But it is what it is. I might have to get a new one of those for it if I want to sell it or if I want to do anything with it. It's relatively modern, I'm guessing up to about 10 years old. It's got this digital display. I was told that you turn it on, it fills up, and then it pumps out. So, let's give it a go. Turn it on. Anything? Yeah, we're getting lights. Okay, temperature 60, 1200 spin. Temperature 50, 40, 30. Let's try that. 1200 spin. Whatever, 1000. 100 doesn't go up any higher. Then at 1200, 1300, okay. Nothing more to it. Start. So the water's on. We should hear it filling. Yeah. And it is. Stops. There's a pump. It's a bit strange. Yeah, okay. Taking more water. So right now I'm just testing it to see what happens. I don't know if it is broken. I don't know if there's any more wrong with it. Like I think they were quite happy that it was broken because they were selling it as broken. I don't know that they'd even gotten a new one yet. 8 kg, 1300 spin, A+ energy rating. It's a Beko Excellence, it says. I don't know what that means. It's got an express super short 2 kg. I'm guessing if I could check the time on that, it would tell me what time it is. And it's got a daily quick 8 kg, which I'm guessing is about an hour. I can't imagine it's 20 or 30 minutes. Super short's normally about 15 minutes, but I will check that another day. It is filling up with water now, so let's see. If it does nothing and just pumps out, it should be a motor issue. We might get an error code. Motor is likely to be brushes or something on the module. We'll see. Let's see what happens. You can just about see that screen, so I'll get in a bit closer there. Difficult to see. Yeah, you can see it on the screen. It doesn't flicker or anything. Let's bring it out a bit. You might be able to see both the water down here. Yeah, you can see that, and you can see the screen, so that's pretty cool. There's a bit of light issue there, but that's what it is. Nothing seems to... Shade doesn't seem to do it. Just seems to be some kind of glare. I heard a click there. Should be the motor. It's not moving. Yeah, nothing's happening with that motor, so I'm going to guess it's a motor fault. It could just be brushes. It's not blowing the circuit board, the residual current device on the consumer unit. Just sounds like nothing's happening with that motor. It could be a loose connection. I'm gonna have to climb into it, I think, and see what happens. I'll come back to it whenever it's got an error code, if it has one, or if it starts to pump out. So it's been here about 30 minutes. Absolutely nothing's happened. I don't even know if the water's heating. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like there's a relay clicking on. It sounds like there's a relay clicking on somewhere in there, but it's not very loud. It's definitely not got the motor running, so it's not a belt off issue. What I'm going to do is turn it off and put it on to spin and drain, see if it does anything like that. I don't know, is it still stuck on 148? Shouldn't be spin and drain. Yeah, I think it's just stuck like that now. might just turn it off then and leave it for a while. Take off the top, drain it off. It's not much good at all, is it? I don't think it's complicated, it's just that it's full of water now. Right. So with the top off and bearing in mind that it's live, I noticed that this had fallen down, and this is the float switch by the looks of things, and that's damaged, so that's missing its clip on one side. It looks to have maybe fallen off and then gotten beaten up in here. That could be an issue. That wouldn't stop it from spinning, I don't think, though. There's nothing in there other than a pressure valve. The belt is on. There's a little control board over here, a little power, what looks like a power board, and it's got a big piece of aluminium around it, so I presume that's a motor control board. And then there's another board in underneath as a display board. So I'm guessing motor control board, something like that. This one has a date code of 21, or well, a date code has a date on it, 21st of the 9th, 2013. So I don't know what might be wrong with this. I have a feeling I don't need to replace this if it's working. There'll be a way to cable tie that on there somehow, or fix it on with a screw, maybe. That'll do it. There's just nothing clicking in here. Something small. There, you can hear that relay clicking. And clunk, click, clunk. As if it's trying to agitate, as if it's going through a process that it doesn't realize it's getting no feedback about, which is kind of strange. But maybe that's just how it does it. Right, keep going. I've left it here. It's been, doing nothing for half an hour. If I'd been any wiser, I might have read this. Cancel, press and hold 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And that sends the pump water out over there. So it's just draining out and cancelling the load. Once that water's out, I'll check the filter and I'll have a look at the motor. Right, so the water's all out and it's showing the end legend there on the screen. So I'm going to take it outside and do what I said. Lint filter first and then have a look at that motor. On this model, there should be a little door here with a little tab on top that you pop down and you open this up, and then you're ready to get in here at this little plug. But first of all, you want to drain out as much water as you can. Well, if you're inside, you do. Through this hose. Just give that a twist and a pull, and water will come out there. Not much actually, which is a bit strange. It might be blocked. Should be more coming out than that. And then in here, this is the filter door. More water in there, alright, so I presume that hose is blocked. It's good and clear, so there's no issue there. You see, it's just a bit of fluff caught on there, which is appropriate. It's the best place for it. If I reach in, I can feel there's an impeller blade in there and it spins freely and there's nothing stuck in there. It's all okay. It's quite clean, really. There's nothing bad about that at all. So I'm going to put it back together. Just offer it up, screw it in, as tight as it'll go, really. A bit concerned about why this thing isn't letting out any water, because that just goes to in here and it should drain it out, but equally it doesn't really matter. Alright, so I'm outside, I've drained it down. I can see that we have a motor. That's step one. Let's reach over here and turn that belt and just have a look at that commutator bar. It looks okay. I'm guessing it's a brush issue, but come to think of it, the brushes are missing. Looking at that, this is the space where the brushes should be, and there's one of the brush wires, and the other one should be hanging down on the other side somewhere. There it is. It's been pulled over. Someone's taken the brushes off this machine, which is quite weird. Quite weird. Okay, well, it's all the wonder then that it didn't work when there's no brushes on it. I suspect it just needs brushes. That's a bit weird. They sold it to me as broken, but it's obviously... That's bizarre, isn't it? Right. Brushes for this machine. I wonder, are they expensive? I wonder, do I even have spare ones? That's probably more likely. Right. Thanks for watching. See you later.